Future happens here first. California, where America's coming attraction. This is a big deal. Yeah, $20 an hour.
TIL, typical ignorant liberal. California's war against restaurants continued yesterday when Newsom's $20 an hour minimum wage went into effect for fast food chains.
Well, hey, y'all, thanks for stopping in. So the day has finally come. It was actually yesterday, but California's $20 fast food minimum wage balloons menu prices, with some chains increasing costs by nearly $2. So to me, when you consider the fact that you can buy a 5-pound block of hamburger meat for $15, $20, make tacos for 3 months off of it at home, I just don't eat fast food anymore. Not to mention the quality of fast food has gone down, down, down. Quality down, costs up. And frankly, the service hasn't gotten any better. The service doesn't match, besides Chick-fil-A, right? Chick-fil-A service is impeccable. But so anyways, let's go ahead. Let's check out this story here. You've been dropping a lot of dollar on that Whopper. Menu prices at fast food chains across California have increased as a new law went into effect requiring them to pay $20 per hour minimum wage to workers from Monday on. Starting Monday, right? The Post checked menus at several restaurants in the Los Angeles area to see if costs had already been passed on to the consumers, with mixed results. Now, something to keep in mind is they knew this was coming, so I wouldn't be surprised if the prices started going up before the wages actually took effect to give these businesses some type of cushion, at least. That's how they're thinking. The biggest leap was at a Burger King where a Texas Double Whopper meal cost $15.09 on March 29th and surged to $16.89 on April 1st, which increased by $1.80, nearly 12% for the same meal. Crazy to me to pay $15 for a Whopper and some fries and a drink when you can buy 4 pounds of hamburger meat for $16 and get a couple packs of hamburger buns, taco shells, or better yet, save more money and make your own taco shells at home, and you can eat for days off of that. So you pay $16 for half a pound of hamburger and 2 potatoes. We'll call it 2 potatoes. I mean, why would anybody choose to eat fast food right now unless they just had to? So the Big Fish meal also jumped from $7.49 on the menu to $11.49, an increase of $4, which is 53%. Most other items increased anywhere from 25 cents to $1. Burger King was not alone. At Hart House, a fast food chain founded by actor Kevin Hart, prices increased up to 25%. Before the law was enacted, a large fries cost $4.49 and went up to $5.99. Milkshakes, all by size, increased by $1, which most sandwiches went up by 50 cents each. And at a nearby In-N-Out Burger, the price hikes were more modest. Burgers went up by 25 cents and sodas increased by a nickel. Not as much, but still, you got some there. The price increases got mixed reviews from customers on Monday. It's such a nominal increase, said Sean Fields, 40, who was buying lunch at In-N-Out. It seems like a reasonable amount. To be honest, I don't like it, because then everything else goes up, Ivan Moreno, who was buying a meal at Burger King, told the Post. Those people have to make a living one way or another, but then the restaurants have to up their prices. Other restaurants checked by the Post showed no charge, including Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, and McDonald's. So, see, McDonald's has already gotten ahead of the game and raised the prices, probably at the announcement of the wages going up. As a business owner, when you're dealing with this kind of extraordinary overnight change, a 25% increase in wages, no stone has remained unturned. Scott Roderick, who owns 18 restaurants in Northern California, told CNN on Monday. Democrats in the state legislature passed a law last year that raises the wages of more than 500,000 people who work in fast food restaurants. The previous minimum wage was $16 per hour. The law applies to restaurants offering limited or no table service and which are part of a national chain with at least 60 establishments nationwide. And so to me, this is just where it starts, right? Increased prices on the menu, but then as people realize that I need to start eating at home more, fewer and fewer people are going to frequent these restaurants. People are going to see how this hurts their bank accounts and that they can't actually pay the rent and eat. And the one thing that has to give is food costs have to come down because ultimately people need shelter over their heads. So people are going to learn how to cook. People are going to start eating smaller meals. A lot of things that are going to happen because of this. And ultimately, these people that think that their life just got better because now they're making $20 an hour will soon have their hours cut, to the point where they have to go find another job. Or they'll simply just be fired because the franchise can't support that many people. And if that's one of you, you should start working a lot harder for that $20 an hour to show that you are, one, thankful for it, I guess, but two, that you're valuable enough to the company to keep you. You can bet your bottom dollar that these fast food chains are reviewing everybody's work ethic. They're not going to continue to pay the people aren't showing up on time, they're going to get fired. People are missing days, they're fired. You're not bringing top value, you're probably just going to be fired. And to me, since this is California, I wouldn't be surprised to find out down the road that the people that were fired were eventually replaced by some type of, criminal migrant, asylum-seeking migrant, whatever word salad that these Democrats in California want to use to justify giving people that shouldn't be in this country a reason to be legally working. Oh, nobody else will do the job, so we need them to do the job. That type of stuff. It all adds up to these people ending up, and it all ends up to folks being put on Social Security so that they can pay taxes. And eventually the calls for, hey, these people live and work in this state, they should have the right to vote, and making decisions that affect all of our lives. So if you're still living in California, you must either, one, be stuck, two, be super woke and just love this, or three, be rich. Maybe some combination of the three, I don't know. But it's just really sad to see government leaders make such poor decisions with no ability to have foresight in that when we implement this idea, what happens in 5 months? What happens in 10 months? What happens in 2 years to the employees who are ultimately the people that we're trying to benefit, right? They're not making $20 an hour minimum wage to help themselves. They're trying to virtue signal to help the workers, right? They want high school kids that are just getting their introduction into the workforce to be making $20 an hour. Wouldn't it be nice, right? My first job paid me like $5, $6 an hour minimum wage at fast food. But we all know with living increases and all that $20 an hour today doesn't go nearly as far as $28 an hour back then. But the fact still remains that these leaders are so short-sighted, and it's all led by Gavin Newsom, who is this person that Democrats love, and they're probably going to make their next presidential candidate, which is scary considering if this guy is doing this in California while he's the governor, he's going to try to do this to the whole country if he was the president. So, I don't know. Keep that in mind. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.